It's third down for the offense. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Will he score here? And he'll get there. Touchdown, Boilermakers. We had a short field. The offense did exactly what they're supposed to do. That would have been a big ask for the defense there.
Absolutely. But when you're given that kind of field position, anything less than a touchdown would be a disappointment. They did exactly what they needed to do by capitalizing on that short field.
And the PAT is good. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if we give the returner a chance to bring this one back. Bringing it out, it's Bond. And he's brought down at the 12. That's poor field position to start the drive. And here comes the Georgia Tech offense back out on the field. Let's see how this quarterback responds. Remember, an interception on the very first play of the last possession. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. That was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
In a big game before he goes out of bounds, the offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Off the play fake, looking to throw. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down. That's a nice pickup there. They find some space in the zone and pick up the first down.
Yeah, really nice call here, Chris, to be able to pick up this first down on this drag route. The quarterback does a nice job of being patient, waiting for that window to open up in that zone, and he put it right on the money for the receiver to have a chance to not just catch it, but eventually get the first.
It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down.
Well, this defense has been incredible all year long, and they continue to be that way in the postseason. Just getting after this offense, whether it's putting pressure on the quarterback, great coverage downfield. Right now, they are dominating this game.
Breaking free at midfield. He's brought down, but not before getting into enemy territory at the +47.
How about the offensive line here? Just a hat on a hat, opening up just enough room for the back to squeeze through there for a nice game.
The pre-snap motion from the offense. Looking to pass. It's King. Defense is coming after him. Nobody open downfield. He just throws it away.
It has been a tough first half in this playoff game for this offense. They cannot get anything going through the air. Not only they down the scoreboard, but there's really nothing to build around as we get ready to go into the second half.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. And he'll loft it to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Georgia Tech. Now they line up to kick the extra point. With the extra point, they're down 14-7 now. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. And the return man decides to signal fair catch. So Purdue's offense trots back out on the field. Remember, last time they scored a touchdown. Can they keep clicking here, or will the defense come up with a stop? Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain.
That was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
Offense getting set. It's second down. Here Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. And it's just beyond the receiver's grasp. Too much on that one. A tough situation for the offense. 3rd and long from their 25. Let's see if the defense brings some heat here. Dropping back. Looking to throw for the first down. With the catch, it's Smith. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game.
That's a great feeling when your quarterback can make a throw that keeps the drive alive. Not as good as a touchdown, but it's a lot better than having to trot over to the sideline, waiting for your turn to get another chance.
Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. Minor penalty will cost the defense 5 yards. Second down after that previous play. Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. Oh, the quick throw falls incomplete. And one final play before the end of the quarter. Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. And he fires the football to the right side. That deep shot is caught for a big gain.
Purdue 14, Georgia Tech 7.
Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Using his legs, it's Maccabee. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
Here's the second down play. Quarterback making some changes at the line. And the wideout goes in motion. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Makes a quick grab. Take it down, but not before he makes the first down. They bring him down, and the sophomore quarterback shows what a cannon he has.
Boy, another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Pass caught. Can he get in? Tackled after the catch, but the ball moves to the 4-yard line.
This isn't the most flashy play, but it's effective. A slant play coming out of the slot. It's a quick hitter against this defense.
This is crucial. Defense needing a stop on 3rd down, trying to force a field goal. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. 0 running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. Now, a 4th down.
So on 4th down, they will settle for a field goal attempt. This will be a chip shot from just 20 yards away. And the kick is good. Offense settles for 3 on the drive. And they add to the lead. So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out. Here comes the Georgia Tech offense back out on the field. They scored a touchdown on their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments and prevent that this time. He picks up 9, so just short of the first down. 2nd and 1. Takes the handoff again. Makes the first down, but pays a price. Big hit there at the end. And the Yellow Jackets looking to crank up the tempo a bit.
Chris, I just love to see this offensive line in this running game able to establish themselves. This back is already over 50 yards. We're in the first half, so really good job of establishing the run game. Opens up the play action, opens up one-on-one opportunities. Just keep winning the battle up front.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? To the air, it's King. And he's looking to make a big play downfield. The QB throws his third pick of the day. Not much on the return, but they create the turnover.
Well, I feel like the quarterback just snared down his intended target, brought that safety who's sitting back in cover two right over to make that interception. I'm putting that one on the quarterback.
Here comes Purdue's offense back out on the field. The last possession, they settled for a field goal, but really worked on the clock. Let's see if they can do that again with the lead. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He'll take a deep shot here. That one is incomplete. Took a downfield shot on first down, but missed it.
Well, it's an incompletion here, but I bet this secondary is going to play a little bit deeper just to make sure they don't get hit on any deep.
Makes it second down. Looking for a gap. It's Maccabee. They'll tackle him at the 17-yard line. It's the 2-minute warning. We've got a blowout developing here before halftime. One of those critical third down plays coming up. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. And he'll drop back here on third down. Receiver makes the grab. Moves the ball to the 25. Good enough for a first down.
Most defensive coordinators focus a lot of their energy on how their unit performs on third down and in the red zone. They give up a couple more third down conversions like that, and they're in for a very unpleasant film session on Monday.
And the Boilermakers line up on 1st and 10 now. The shotgun running play call. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
Now it's second down here. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. He makes the grab. The tackle is finally made, but a huge gain. He'll spot the ball near midfield at the plus 49.
You know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? Their own defense. Man, when I played, I used to have defensive guys come down and tell me when we'd have a long drive how much it would allow them to rest and go out and play dominant football.
The offense operating at peak efficiency. They come to the line again. First down. Looking to throw the football. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. Under pressure, just lets it go. And it's incomplete on the throwaway. Didn't find anybody open. Brings up a second down now.
Well, sometimes an answer for an offensive coordinator against a good pass rush is to move the launching point. Move the quarterback from one spot to another to affect the rhythm of the pass rush. That's not having any kind of impact at all on this defense. They're getting after this quarterback no matter where he is. They do a good job of it right here.
Look at the speed there. They finally bring him down, but it's a nice gain.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country. Here
comes a first down pass attempt. And the freshman able to get home with the sack.
There we go. The defense is able to finally get some pressure on this guy. That's one way to slow him down. He has had one heck of a drive, but this time, give the defense some credit for getting after him.
That sack sets up a second down and long. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. Caught quickly. Ball carrier tackled there. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Well, this receiver has just that combination of speed and natural ball skill ability to be able to come up with play after play. Already over 50 yards here in this first half.
Third and short now for the offense for the plus 25. Already in field goal range, but can they convert, keep the drive going? You snap it, quarterback looking to throw the ball. Caught over the middle. It's Maccabee. And they finally stop him down at the 5. Solid gain on that catch and run. The Boilermakers hustle to the line to run the hurry up. First and goal, handoff. And it's a touchdown, but hold on here. We have a flag down. Let's check what that's about. Of course, they'll decline the offsides penalty, and the touchdown will stand. And they'll set up now for the extra point try. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. The offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. That's reeled in. It's Singleton. And a timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. The offense goes 5 wide, empty backfield. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. And they heave it deep downfield. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets. Here comes the point after attempt. The extra point is good. They cut the lead to 10, 24-14. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. The kickoff, a little too hot to handle, goes through the end zone for a touchback. One more play before they head to the locker room. Now, looking to throw it on 1st down. He's looking deep here. And it falls incomplete. One final shot as the quarter expires. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Yellow Jackets will kick this away to start the second half. So no return on this one. Ball just bounces into the end zone for a touchback. So the Boilermakers offense heads back out onto the field. First play of the second half, they keep it on the ground. They'll bring him down right at the 30-yard line.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
Second down play coming up. quarterback's got it. Tackle made at the 41. That's a nice gain, getting closer to midfield.
Well, these are the type of runs that begin to wear down your defense psychologically. Already have the lead, come out with a nice big gain, and this defense is thinking, oh no, here we go again. Really nice statement here to get this second half started.
Ball handed off. He's brought down out at the 46.
It's a good, solid game. 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
A gain makes it second and medium. Here comes a handoff. And the freshman brings him down quickly.
Christina, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with these defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Offense facing third and short, approaching midfield. Can they convert here, or will they face a tough fourth down decision? They'll try to run for the first down. The Boilermakers pick up enough yardage to keep this drive rolling. Pounding away with the running game. It's 1st and 10.
Well, they continue to play good football up front. A nice run, nice conversion here, and most importantly, working with that lead, you keep working that clock. You're trying to advance to that next round of the postseason.
Short connection to the tight end here. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play.
Boy, he has such great size. I just love this play call on 1st and 10. The defense is expecting a run. Instead, you go play action, and you throw it to the big man for some positive yards on 1st and 10.
Makes the throw across the middle of the field. Fired into a tight window and picked off. Football comes out. Now look at the return after the interception. Sets the offense up in good shape.
Boy, a lot happened right there. Good job of coming up with that interception. I thought he was off to the races and had a chance for big yards, only to lose the football. He's very fortunate one of his teammates hopped on that football, so they still get the turnover.
The pass rush closing in. Grab behind the line. It's Haynes.
This is what you love to see, right? Quarterback does a nice job of looking and finding his open receiver, and he waits to the last possible second. In fact, Chris, he gets hit as he gets that ball out of his hands. So good job of showing some strength and a good job of throwing with accuracy as he's taking that hit.
Scanning the field. It's King. Snags the quick throw. They've got him, but that completion good enough for first down yardage.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. And he's brought down after a short gain. Does not make the first down yardage.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
Looking to pass here on second down. It's a quick grab. And the defense grabs him after the completion. He's just short of a first down.
One thing I love about this backer is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
Urgency now for the offense that hates to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. And they pick up the first down, tackled at the 25.
This is why they're in the playoff, right? Not just the ability to throw the ball, but you get to a critical moment, a third down, you trust that offensive line to come up with a first down, and they get it.
Makes the grab. It's Lee. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain.
Well, defense didn't have any time at all to get pressure on the quarterback. He gets the ball out of his hands pretty quickly on the hitch to the receiver.
Play action fake, looking to throw. Caught behind the line. It's Singleton. Eventually they tackle him, but what a spin move to earn him the first down.
Well, of all the receivers to lose track of, it's this guy, one of the best receivers in the entire country. Lucky that wasn't a score.
And the crowd coming to life here, trying to help this defense down in the red zone. And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down. So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play.
Well, at this stage of the game, this offense is clearly thinking it's 4-down territory. They need points on the board, and they need them in a hurry.
The offense will line up. Chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Purdue 20, Georgia Tech 14.
A big play here after the break. Offense trying to convert here on third down. A pop pass on a jet sweep. Touchdown, Georgia Tech. Still plenty of life left. That's an important score. We've got a one-possession game now, Kirk. When is game on?
It's game on, and now it's about this defense coming up with a stop. Everybody in the stadium knows that they're going to run the football and try to milk the clock. So what can your defense do to ensure they don't do that successfully?
Now they get set to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. Here comes Purdue's offense back out on the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. Fighting off the defender.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do. You got to rely on that offensive line in the running game here to be able to secure a victory. Good call, and just keep working that clock.
Getting set. Here's second down. We go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. He's wrapped up nicely there by the freshman.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
Offense looking to keep the drive alive. It's third down. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Well, they don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Fourth down. He's throwing for it. Finds his man. Has the first down. Good enough for first down yardage.
Chris, what a call by this offensive coordinator. Fourth down, they elect to go for it, and they get the first down. Now you can continue to work that clock.
And the Boilermakers will have first and 10 here. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Catch hauled in here over the middle. They bring him down, but the game moves the ball into enemy territory at the 43.
I just continue to be in awe of this offense. Even with the lead, these guys are going to play for 60 minutes. They do not let up. Here they are. Typically, you want to run the football here to work the clock, but these guys stick to the game plan and keep throwing the football, trying to get more yards.
And brought down at the line with that big defensive tackle.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fits. They holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
Receivers are bunched together. Quick throw. The catch is made. tackle made after the completion.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
Offense gets set up here. It's third down. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. Grab down the middle. It's Maccabee. Defense finally brings him down, but a nice chunk play.
And the defense gets these guys to third down. They got a chance to get them off the field, and instead they give up the first down. So the clock will continue to move, and the defense is really at the mercy of this offense at this point.
The guys up front lined up. It's first down. They'll use that running game trying to bleed the clock here. Minimal gain brought down short of the marker.
Positive yards are always important for an offense, but at this stage of the game, late in the ball game, playing with the lead, you're thinking about working that clock and continuing to keep the ball in bounds.
This will be the 9th play on the drive. On the shotgun, it's a handoff. And they'll stop him after a fairly minimal pickup.
You know, they try to run the football here, and they're unable to get that first down. The clock does keep moving. The big question now is third down. What do you do? Keep it on the ground again, or roll the dice, throw the football, knowing an incompletion, the clock will stop.
And the long march continues. Offense pushing the ball down the field. Obvious false start there, moving too early. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Now it's third and short from the 24. One of those line of scrimmage battles that could help decide this game. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Punt over the middle. It's Smith. He'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Another big play by this offense, and it continues to be the pass game. Between the offensive line, the receivers running good routes, and this quarterback making really accurate throws, they are dynamic and a tough offense to stop.
And the Boilermakers looking to cash in the red zone. He'll hand it off. The game is 5, so it's 2nd and 5 now. And now a timeout. Defense trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Here comes a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. Keep it on the ground. There's a handoff. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. An important third down conversion coming here in the red zone. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. And the play goes nowhere. Picked up about a yard, but it'll be 4th down. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. So on 4th down, out trots the place kicker in a very big spot here. Long enough and good. Hold on, there is a flag. If it's on the defense, it would still be 4th down. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. The Boilermakers will line up now. It's 1st and goal. And it's a kneel down.